All right, this is AP Chem, and this is our worksheet, Intro to Stoichiometry with mass-to-mass relationships, and this is number 1. I thought I'd do the first problem with you. And we just had production of ammonium from nitrogen and hydrogen together, and basically we had 3 different problems. So I set it up to look like this. I have a balanced equation with my coefficients. So A, when I do it, I'm always going to start with what I know. So basically I'm given 6 moles of nitrogen, and I'm going to write that over 1. And I'm going to take the time to write moles and nitrogen. Now, first step usually is to convert it to moles, but they gave it to me in moles, so I don't need to worry about that. So I can go directly to my molar ratio to get from what I know to what I'm looking for. Well, I have 1 mole of nitrogen. I'm looking at the coefficient in front, and I'm going to make 2 moles of NH3. And since that's what I'm looking for, I can stop right here. And I can have 3 sig figs, exact number. So I'm going to have 12.0 moles of NH3. And notice my moles canceled out with moles, and my chemical compound crossed out with the other one, so I'm left with just moles of nitrate or ammonium. B, I was given 183 moles of NH3. So again, I don't need to convert it to moles. I can go directly to my molar ratio. And I got 2 moles of NH3. And I want to make 3 moles of hydrogen. Now when I get the molar mass, they want to go just to moles, so I'm going to stop right there. I almost went to grams, but they asked for moles, so I'm going to go straight to there. So I'm going to take 3 times that, divide by 2, and 275.3 moles of hydrogen. Okay, my last problem, I'm going to have to do some more converting. I was given 300 grams of hydrogen. And I want to change it to molar mass, so I'm going to have to go to the periodic table to change from grams to moles. And even though there are 3 moles here, I'm going to use that over here, my molar ratio. Anytime I get a mass from the periodic table, it is always 1 mole. Doesn't matter how much the formula has. We'll worry about that coefficient later. But when you get it from the periodic table, it is always 1 mole. And 1 mole of H2 is 2.016 grams of hydrogen. Grams cancel with grams, hydrogen and hydrogen. If I stop the problem right now, I'd have moles of hydrogen. But now I want the molar ratio to get from what I know. So here's where the coefficient comes into play. I have 3 moles of hydrogen, and it gives me 2 moles of NH3. Moles cancel out with moles, hydrogen, hydrogen. I'm in moles of NH3 now, but the problem asked for grams, so I'm going to have to go to the periodic table. And in 1 mole, because the periodic table only tells me what 1 mole is, it is 17.008 grams of NH3. 3 sig figs is my least amount. And I do the math, and it turns out to be 169 point, or decimal point, don't need the decimal point, grams of NH3.